Hey, what is happening, you guys? Welcome. It is Tuesday Night Fever. You're listening in Healthcare Digital Marketing right now. Maybe you're listening on the Healthy Funnel podcast or on our YouTube channel. I'm Alex Engar. I'm a physical therapist and a marketer who helps other PTs and healthcare professionals learn how to actually implement marketing. And tonight, what we're going to be talking about is something that is so near and dear to my heart. You guys, we're going to be talking about Facebook posts and how to make posts online that actually get people's attention, get them commenting, get them engaging. Because I don't know if you're anything like me. When I first started out, you'd put out something on Facebook and just like crickets, just like silence on Facebook. And you know how it feels? You know how it feels when it's like, nobody's paying attention to me. This is a question I've gotten a lot lately as more and more of you are putting yourselves out there online and really trying to create a following, right? Do everything that we're talking about. You make these posts and you're like, why aren't people engaging? I've answered this question multiple times in the past week alone. And I wanted to share my formula for how I create posts. I call it the perfect post formula. And today we're going to be talking about the 3 C's of a perfect post. And every single time before you create a post, I want you to think about it. Does my post fit into the formula? If it doesn't, you may need to tweak something, okay? The reason I'm bringing this up is because we've had a lot of success in our Facebook group. If you're sitting here right now in Healthcare Digital Marketing, you know how hype we are in here, you guys. And you know that if you go in other groups, there aren't nearly as many comments on most of the posts. There aren't nearly as many people actively engaging. And this is something that blew my mind as I started looking into this. Most Facebook groups have somewhere around 40 to maybe 60% engagement, meaning that if you have a Facebook group or if you're in another Facebook group, about 40 to 60% of those people on average will be active in any given month. In Healthcare Digital Marketing, we have what is now a pretty decent sized group. We have almost 2,000 people, and we consistently have 85% of engagement, meaning 85% of those people are active every single month in here, which just blows my mind. How do we do that? What is the secret sauce that makes that happen? You know, that's what we're covering tonight. It's Tuesday Night Fever. If this is your first time on here, we go deep into like how to actually do marketing in here. If you're not in our Facebook group yet, if you're listening on the podcast or on the YouTube channel, go check out Healthcare Digital Marketing. It's the best digital marketing group on Facebook, in my opinion, for healthcare professionals. And if you're on here live, just say, hey, made it on Team Live. If you're listening on the replay here on the live stream, just say replay so that I know to give you a shout out. And man, I gotta pull up all the comments coming in here because this is freaking exciting tonight. So how do we get posts that get noticed by people? How do we create these? I want you to think about first, we got to understand what platform we're on. And we got to understand how people are using that platform. So as you're coming in here again, let me know if you're on here live or in the replay. And let's talk about Facebook for just a minute. If I'm going to make a post on Facebook, I've got to understand a couple of things. First, Anna's on here live. Will wants the fever, he says. Keith's on here live. Holy crap, we got 24 people. Oh my goodness, you guys are coming in hot tonight. Geez, Brian's on live. Valencia, Keith, Ann, Will, Kristen, Jeremy. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's good to see you on here. Katie made it on here live. Andrew's on here live. Joe, you're on here live. Okay, Joe, you need to listen up to this because you have a lot of groups and I know that you guys need this, okay? So when I'm going to make a post, here's what I'm thinking about. First, I'm thinking about, and you have to think about this too, who is it that I'm talking to and what do they want? It's number one. Number two is what are the rules of the platform that I'm using, okay? If I'm posting on a blog versus YouTube versus LinkedIn versus Facebook versus Instagram, my posts would look different. I would not use the same post on Instagram that I would on Facebook. I would not use the same post for YouTube comments that I would on my Facebook post, okay? What I'm going to teach you tonight is very Facebook specific, and here's why. Every one of these social media platforms has what they call an algorithm, okay? You've probably heard about the Facebook algorithm. This probably isn't news to you, but I want to tell you a couple of secrets about the Facebook algorithm that a lot of times we just don't think about, okay? Facebook has made some massive shifts to their algorithm lately. Has anyone felt totally skunked by the algorithm lately? Just like, especially on your business page. If that's you, just say skunked below. If you feel like I put something out there and like, nobody hears it, just say skunked below. Because guys, we've seen it. It is, we get much more viewership in the Facebook group than on our Facebook page. So sometimes we'll do things on our Facebook page. Sometimes we'll do them here in the group. It's a discussion for a whole nother night. But you got to understand that Facebook prioritizes people's friends, okay? And they prioritize things that are getting traction. Their whole goal is to keep you engaging on their platform, okay? With that in mind, what they do is they take your post. Let's say you make a post, you put it on Facebook. What they do is they actually show it to a small percentage of your audience, a really small, tiny percentage of your audience first, the people who are most likely to engage with you. Okay. Usually they'll go to your friends list and they'll say, who has been engaging on Messenger? Who's been engaging on their posts, liking and commenting on their posts before? They're the most likely people who are going to respond to this post. We'll put it in front of them first. They essentially put it in front of a test group, a test audience. Okay. And then they see, well, how do those people respond to it? Jimmy over here, if Jimmy usually likes your post and comments on your post, is Jimmy liking and commenting on this post? No? All right. Well, somebody else probably isn't likely to either. That's how the Facebook algorithm works in a nutshell. So understanding that, then, we need to choose how we structure our posts accordingly to drive a couple of things. One, engagement, meaning a like or a love, okay? That's why if you're sitting here on this live stream and you hit that like button, you hit that love button, it would really help us because we're sitting here giving you value and other people might not see this post unless you do the likes and the loves. That's why we always ask for that, right? Because it helps more people see this. Every single time you sit there and press the like or the love button, Facebook is literally saying, this must be good. I'll show it to a couple other people, okay? That's literally how the algorithm works. And the interesting thing is it is not time dependent, meaning that if a year from now, you go and you make a post and a year from now, somebody comments on it, it will push that post back up into people's feeds. How crazy is that? You think about that because usually a post's lifespan is about 3, maybe 4 or 5 days max, right? And then other stuff gets stacked on it, right? Well, if you go back and put a comment on a post, boom, that instantly pushes it back up into people's news feeds. You may have seen that here lately in healthcare digital marketing. We've had people going back through our entire Tuesday Night Fever, all of Will's live streams, going back through every single video that we've done in this group. By the way, that's a really freaking good idea. There's a lot of free stuff in here. But every time somebody comments on those old videos, boom, it pushes it back up to the top of the group. And so you'll notice that in your comments, as you're commenting, you might start to see, oh yeah, then I get a trail of other people commenting on there. So something kind of interesting. But I want to talk to you now that we understand the structure of the algorithm and how it works. It favors likes, loves, comments, and a little bit shares too. Shares don't usually actually do as much for you as you would hope, which always kind of disappoints me. I would think that, gosh, if I go to the effort of sharing something, it should really be firing on all cylinders, but it's not always the case. That is how the Facebook algorithm works, okay? So my goal on Facebook is 1, to get attention, okay? Number 1, I need to stop someone from scrolling. Like I need to stop them, right? Number 2, I need to try to get them to read my post because even just clicking that little see more, that tells Facebook, oh, they're engaging. They count that as a form of engagement, okay? And even how long someone stays on your post actually factors into the algorithm. That's why if you have longer posts and someone sits on there reading it longer, Facebook says, oh, this post must be good. They're sitting there reading it. Crazy, crazy stuff. How much they're actually looking at all of our behavior. It's kind of scary, you guys. And then number 3, after getting their attention and getting them to click the see more button, I want them to engage, meaning I want them to like and more specifically comment on my post, okay? Those are my 3 big goals whenever I'm posting. Stop them in their tracks, get their attention, get them to read, and get them to comment, okay? Every single post I make, those 3 things are always part of it, okay? Am I inspiring? Yes, hopefully. Am I teaching? Yes, hopefully. Am I giving some nugget of goodness? Yes, hopefully. But I also need to recognize that if I'm not getting attention, keeping attention, and calling for engagement, hardly anyone's going to see that post, okay? So how do we actually do that? What are the 3 elements that we put into our posts then to prompt all of that? By the way, everyone, I gotta catch up on comments. You guys are coming in here strong tonight. Sharon says cheat sheet. Yes, by the way, if you're on here live and you think that you like a cheat sheet of what I'm just teaching, just comment cheat sheet. If this is something that you feel like you'd like sort of a brief summary of. Ray says, Alex, I'm busy today. Yeah, man. Hacking the computer brains, Will. You know it, dude. we have to understand why things are working. I mean, it's not like we just like make random posts. We're really good at making random posts. There's science to this, you guys. I have a doctorate degree. I sit here like analyzing the data on Facebook just as if I were sitting there and diving into the research, right? That's why you're all here, right? Okay, so first thing, and I call these the 3 C's of a really good post, okay? The perfect post formula, 3 C's. The first C is a curiosity-inducing headline. You might want to take some notes right now, okay? This is the part where we're getting into the real super good stuff, okay? Number one, curiosity-inducing headline. If you look at every single one of our posts, whether this is a live video, whether it's just a regular post, I am almost always creating a headline for these posts. My personal preference is I put it in brackets. I put it in square brackets so that it stands out from everything else. Sometimes you might want to do it in all caps, but that can also be construed as yelling online. So I kind of try to avoid all caps. I use caps very strategically when I want to emphasize a word that I would overemphasize in my language, right? Now, y'all know I'm kind of hyped up and animated when I talk. I would say something and put a lot of emphasis in it. Boom, there I'm using a caps word, an all caps word. But number one, curiosity inducing headline. This is a very specific thing, you guys. I didn't just say like attention grabbing headline. I was about to, when I was putting this formula down, I was thinking about it. It's not just attention grabbing, it's curiosity inducing, because I want them, the goal of the headline is to get them to stop and to click see more. Okay. So you got to ask yourself, what curiosity inducing headline should I use? Now it comes back to who is my audience and what do they care about, right? My title is almost always pointed at a specific pain point, how to solve something that people want to have solved, right? That's what will stop them. That's what stops you. You made it on this live stream because for some reason you saw one of the posts, you commented on it most likely, or you saw this video and you're like, ooh, I want to know how to do that. Great. I induced curiosity, right? So a lot of my titles end up being how to blank, okay? You know that in healthcare digital marketing with Healthy Funnel, we're very, very much focused on teaching you the how to, not just high level stuff, but like, here's what to do step by step, right? So that's what a lot of my content refers to. It's how to do X, okay? Mostly that's a personal preference because I really value someone just showing me how to do something. It's like, just teach me whatever you're doing, show me how to do it. I think it's important to have the backstory behind it as well as to why you're doing it, but that's how I do it, okay? Curiosity-inducing headline number one. Again, you're thinking about what pain points does my specific audience have? And this is why, you guys, it's so important to think about who is your target audience in the first place, okay? And what do they care about? Number two is context. I am giving them some sort of context for why they should be caring about my post, okay? We have to recognize that the first 3 lines in your post are what people are going to see, okay? Now, by that, generally, it's like the first 3 sentences. If you have a title and then maybe another 1-line sentence and another 1-line sentence, you get 3 sentences in order to grab attention before they have to click the see more button. So those first 3 are really, really important to me. I give a title, and then I got to give some context for why I'm teaching this and why it's important for people, okay? Once you grab their attention, then you got to start reeling them in, okay? So for example, if we look at this post right here, the title is how to write posts that get massive attention on Facebook. Now, I know that my audience posts on Facebook. I know that you, right now, you're listening to this, you probably post on Facebook. And I know that a lot of you get frustrated, because I have as well, with how many people see your posts, right? Not getting attention. Okay, there it is. I'm hitting that attention, right? I'm giving a curiosity, and I'm promising that I'm going to teach you how to do something, okay? Value. Next, I'm giving some context. I say in this post, if you're listening here on the live stream or on the podcast, you can't see this, but the next line is, this is our perfect post formula for Tuesday Night Fever. Okay. Ooh, I'm starting to give a little bit of a hint. This is the perfect post formula, right? I'm giving a little bit of context for what it is. It's the formula I follow for nearly every post I make, and not knowing it gets your post buried by the algorithm. So there I'm giving some context as to why the heck they should care in the first place. Sometimes I'll do like I did on this post, and I'll say, hey, follow these 3 C's. I'm giving you a little bit of a teaser. It's curiosity. We're just inducing curiosity, okay? And I show you that there are these 3 C's, and then I call for engagement. I say, hey, comment cheat sheet if you think that I should make a quick cheat sheet to send you, okay? This has all 3 of my components in there. Number 1, the curiosity-inducing headline. Number 2, context. And number 3, which is a call to action. I want you to think about your posts, and every single time you post, I want you to think, what do I want someone to do as a result of this post? Now, sometimes you might just be on a rant, right? I get that. Maybe it's a video and you're on a rant and you just want to sit here and like brain blurt everything out and get people fired up about something. Great. What do you want them to do as a result? Do you want them to comment something? Do you want them to tell you something? Do you want them to go do something? I'm a very firm believer that every piece of content I put out, this is so hard. I'm just such a firm believer that you should take action based on what I put out there. Now, is some of it just for entertainment value? I mean, maybe sometimes, because we all like to be entertained, but I'm just such a firm believer in, if I'm putting out a live stream, for example, like this, it should be highly actionable. I want you to do something, okay? We should always make some sort of call to action to our people, to our audience. I think that making a call to action for them to comment on there is critical, okay? Especially if I'm doing a hype post announcing that something is about to come up. I'm asking people to comment one specific word that's short and easy to type. In exchange for that, I'm promising them something. In healthcare digital marketing, we do these live streams and we say beforehand, hey, guys, I'm gonna be doing this live stream soon. It's gonna happen at this time. I want you to comment this one word if you want to be tagged. The payoff for them commenting, or for you commenting, is that, hey, I'll tag you in this. I'll make sure that you don't miss it. You'll see it when it goes live. If you can't watch it, you'll be able to find the replay easily tomorrow, right? Those hype posts that we do, you guys, are what drive a big, big portion of our traffic, of our eyeballs here in our group. Because if we weren't doing that, if we were just going live, we'd be catching people off guard. Okay, we'd be going live and disrupting their day. But because I'm doing this a couple hours ahead of time, I'm hyping up the fact that, hey, I'm going to be doing a live training soon. Hey, I'm going to be releasing this thing soon. Maybe it's a course that I have. Maybe it's a lead magnet that I have. Maybe it's a workshop that I have. Maybe it's just something I'm going to teach. I'm pre-framing people with the fact that, ooh, this is going to be happening. Comment below and I'll tag you in the live stream. Does that make sense? Does that make sense why we do that? Now understanding the algorithm, understanding how people act and use Facebook, does that make sense? If so, I want you to put in the comments right now, makes sense. If you have questions about this, if you're like, ooh, wait a minute, what did I do in this case? I want you to drop it in the comments right now, okay? If you're watching on YouTube, put it in the comments. If you're listening in on the podcast, go into Healthcare Digital Marketing. You can ask a question about this right now of what you should be doing with your posts. Anne says it makes sense. A bunch of people are asking for the cheat sheet. I love it. Will says, why am I yelling? Oh my goodness. Long story there. Ashley's switching to Team Replay. Go hit it up. All right. So we have these three things: curiosity inducing headline, the context, and a call to action. Okay. Next time you create a Facebook post, I want you to think about, do I have a headline? Am I giving proper context for why they should care in terms that they care about, not just about why, I care about it, but in terms of the people that I'm trying to reach, why should they care about it? And number three, am I giving a specific call to action? Okay. When I give my calls to action, I like the format of it. I will always put comment blank below and we'll tag you, because I just don't want them to get through the, like, if you want this, blah, 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 comment below. I always put comment blank below if you want me to tag you, right? Then they're seeing that right there. I always put a little down arrow so that they know to go down. It directs their attention down, right? Just little things that I like to use. Keith says this is sensible. Brian says it makes sense. David says it makes sense. John says it makes dollars. I love it. And David wants a cheat sheet, a handhold, a coach. I need help. David, let's talk, man. I did want to answer one other question, though, that I got earlier, which was, like, formatting wise, what things do you include in the text and in the picture that actually that help this post go even further? Because we've only talked about the text itself. There's two other things that I want to mention that are really important. Number one is emojis. I hate emojis. I'll be very honest. Like 2 years ago, when I saw emojis, I was like, this is the lamest thing ever. It looks like what are we, 5-year-olds here? Does anyone else hate emojis? Just be honest right now. Like, thumbs up or thumbs down for emojis right now. I want you to put that. Thumbs up if you like emojis. Thumbs down if you think they're kind of stupid. Okay. I want you to be really honest right now. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay. Some people are laughing here. Brian's laughing with emojis. So I guess that means you love them. I don't personally love emojis. I've gotten to like them more and more. But the thing is, they do capture visual attention. So if someone's scrolling through their feed, a big old block of text, that's a big old fat no-no post. Do not do no-no posts. Okay. I want to stop you for just a second. Okay. No posts, you guys. No posts are big fat block of text, like no white space, no emojis, no picture, big old fat blocks of text. Ain't nobody gonna be reading that and commenting on that. Okay. That's a no post. If you look at every single post we do, it's headline, blank space, new line, blank space, new line, blank space. Lots of white space in your text. Okay. You should never have two sentences together, even on Facebook. I know that for writing purposes, that's terrible. You'd never write a legitimate paper like that. But on social media, you should leave lots of white space. Okay. And again, why? Well, it's readable, but it also makes people spend more time on your post. And it's just not overwhelming. When you go to look at it, it's like, oh, I can read that little sentence. Oh, there's the next one. Oh, I'll read that one. Oh, there's the next little one. I'll go there. It gives our brain a chance to briefly rest and feel like it's making progress over time, right? So lots of white space, emojis, we do use them. They do work. And number 3 is photos. You have to add a photo, okay? Everything is so graphic on social media now in terms of people don't just want to read something. They want to look at something as well. And I think Instagram has a lot to do with this. I think we've been so trained to expect visuals along with media that you just have to have a visual. It should be interesting at some level. I think it should be relevant to your audience. I go in and I make visuals for almost every post that we create on here, right? The hype post for this video going up, if you didn't see it in Healthcare Digital Marketing, it showed screenshots of 4 different posts that we had done that have somewhere close to 100 plus comments on each of them. It was social proof, right? It's showing, hey, look, I know what I'm talking about. Look at these 180 comments we got on this post, and this other one where we got 130, and this post where we got, it's showing, it's validating the fact that I know what I'm talking about here. If nothing else, like show a cute puppy or something, get some attention, right? But add something. If you do show a puppy, then talk about puppies in your post, right? Reference the puppy, show them why it's relevant. And then Heather says, I want your course to still be going on. Oh, thank you, Heather. That course was amazing, was it not? We just finished up Ads for PTs version 2.0. Holy crap, that was fire. People are just getting set up with all of their ads, from like having nothing set up to knowing who their patient is, to getting emails set up, like automated emails, to getting their lead magnets, landing pages, Facebook ads, Google ads, getting them all brought together into one big like continuum. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Heather freaking loved it. David says he's all about that entertainment. David, man, good to see you on here. So this is how I create a perfect post. Okay. In summary, curiosity. Okay. You got to start with a curiosity inducing headline, give context, give a call to action at the end, make it one word. If nothing else, if you're just telling people to comment below, give them one word to do. Ooh, one little bonus too. When someone comments, like or love that. Okay. Just to show them that you saw it, if nothing else. And early on, you'll see us do this a lot. We'll respond to comments early on, and that actually tells Facebook, hey, people are having conversations in here. Boom, we'll show it to more people. Okay. All of this is really important for people to be able to see your posts. It's what has been our secret sauce in healthcare digital marketing. We have curiosity-inducing headline, context, and calls to action. We always give photos or maybe videos as well with the post. Lots of white space, lots of emojis. If you follow that formula, your posts will be seen by probably 2 to 10 times more people than they are otherwise. Like easily double the amount of people that will see your stuff. If you get people engaging, you'll easily 10x that, okay? This has been our secret sauce. If you start doing this on your Facebook posts, you'll see a drastic difference. Right away, will it start happening? Maybe, maybe not. You got to get people conditioned to commenting, and then you give them something in exchange, right? It's an exchange. I'm saying, hey, you comment on here, we'll have other people see it, and boom, I'll give you something really sweet for commenting on there, okay? So we're always reciprocating. We're respecting our audience. We're showing them, hey, it's not just that we're here for engagement bait. We never do engagement bait, right? I'm never putting something up just for engagement, but I am putting something up and saying, I have value to give. If you're willing to give me a comment, I'll give you way more value than the 2 seconds it took you to comment. And at the end of the day, we build a relationship where we have so much engagement in a group like this. So if you're building a group, if you're trying to create a Facebook page for yourself, or you're working on your own personal page posts, follow this formula. Okay. I hope this was helpful. David says, Alex knows his stuff. Listen and implement right away. Thank you, man. Brian says, so commenting back and liking and loving it. Better to someone is better. Yep. Guys, this is how Facebook works. This is the algorithm. This is how they've decided to show posts for people. Now, I hope that you understand it. By the way, do you understand how Facebook works better after this live stream? Just say yes if this helped you understand something new. Okay. I really hope it did. Now I want you to go implement on your next post. Give it curiosity. Give it context, give it a call to action. This has been Tuesday Night Fever, the Healthy Funnel podcast, the Healthy Funnel YouTube channel, all of the above. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.